Okay, in case you are just joining us, we are excited to meet some farmers who are from the new Roots Cooperative Farm near Fargo, North Dakota, Moorhead, Minnesota. A few things before we meet them that I want to remind you about. Once again, I'm Sue Knott with Minnesota Agriculture in the Classroom. We are hosting a series of virtual field trips to celebrate Farm to School Month. We are meeting farmers who provide food that is that is used in schools and the cafeteria and other programs. The farmers we're going to meet today provide their produce, fruits and vegetables to a farmer's market and hope in the future to make connections to schools. But as you meet them, if you are viewing through Zoom, use the Q&A feature to ask any questions you might have. If you're in YouTube, you can use the comment or chat section. We also have closed captioning available. So if you are on YouTube, it should be just going right across the bottom of your screen. If you're Zoom, you can select the show subtitles button and those words will be there. I gave a shout out to some classrooms that are joining us. We've also had Woodbury Elementary add to the viewers, Dover Yoda, second grade at the Ag and Food Science Academy, Central Elementary in Bemidji, welcome, Brooklyn Middle School. We are happy to have all of you guys with us. Also know that these virtual field trips are due in part to our huge support from Midwest Dairy. So I think we are ready to meet our farmers. We are going to first meet Verna Kragnes, who is one of the coordinators of the New Roots Cooperative Farm. She's also the executive director of the Northern Plains Sustainable Agriculture Society. So welcome, Verna. Could you give us a little introduction to yourself and the farm?
Hi, I'm so happy to be able to join you today, and I really appreciate the support for this opportunity from Minnesota Department of Ag. I've been working with these farmers for several years in this community, and basically the involvement of Northern Plains with New Roots is as an expression of our support for beginning farmers from our organization. We're a 41-year-old farmer member group that works in several states in the upper Midwest. I also want to thank the Moorhead Public Library for opening up space for us to use. It was a cold and snowy moment out on the farm this morning where we had originally planned to be. So we're here in the library instead, and we've had support through many others in the community with Partnership for Health, West Central Initiative, University of Minnesota, Legacy Gardens, Growing Together, and Concordia College. So I know you'll enjoy visiting with these farmers, and I can pass it on to the first one here so you can talk directly to them. Here is Calatin.
Thank you, Verna. So Calatin is our first farmer. Welcome, Calatin. If you could start, we know that you're not originally from Moorhead and Fargo, North Dakota area. So if you could tell us where you're originally from, that would be great.
As you say, I am Calatin. I can say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. My name is Calatin. I originally come from Central East Africa, Burundi.
So tell us. I'm sorry, Calatin. Keep going.
Burundi, it's a little small country, but it's located of the East Africa next to the Tanzania, Congo, Rwanda, and most of the country they are known also in Kenya. They are known as the greatest for the tour. Also Rwanda, it's known for genocide, passage over there. And also Tanzania, it's known as great peace country for touring, especially they have special great national parks. Also Burundi, also it's known most for the lake we call Tanganyika. So that's how Burundi may be known.
So tell us, Calatin, why you wanted to be part of the New Roots Farm.
I am just to be the new part of the New Roots Farm as member. Also, I am a founder for the New Roots. After we took the class. After the class we were taking that time, after class we ran in theory, but we were still looking we are going to practice our knowledge. We're going to practice our skill. That's how Werner and another 5 members who was graduated at the same time, we came with this idea to create New Roots.
And tell us, on your part of New Roots, what do you like to grow? What crops do you grow?
I grown the tropical eggplant. I grow tomatoes. I grow onions, green peppers. I grow mustard, green mustard. I grow beans. I grow beans, peas. So that's most the thing I'm growing for now.
So I think we're showing some pictures of the green mustard that you and your family grow. Could you tell us about that, what it tastes like and how you eat it?
This you can eat in 2 ways. You can eat anilaw as salad, regular salad. Also, you may cook them, you boil them, or you can fry them. Both you can cook them. So when they are raw, they smell like little fresh cabbage. Yeah. Also, another thing I forget to tell you, I grow squash, buttercup squash, and winter squash.
Squash. Okay, so the mustard greens, they look delicious, or the pictures look really great. Where do you get the seed to get those started?
Eventually, the seeds was coming from home country in Asia side for the Nepalese community or Bhutanese community. They bring those seeds. They was ordering the seeds from home. But when they start growing the seed here, we become with the wise how to save the seeds. Then we don't have to get the expenses to start searching the seeds from overseas. Then we can save and keep the seeds in our area.
So Calatin, tell us your favorite part about being a farmer.
The favorite part to be in the farmer, the first one is to be out with meet with the different people. Also, for my side, as I farm with my family, we can be together in the farm, working together. Beside with the farmers, which is we do for season, but most of the time we have another full-time job. With full-time job, it's one part gonna be away with the family, and also we maybe gonna be a family in a home. But in the summer, when we work in the farm, we enjoy to be out together. We work together, so it's kind of the. And another thing we're looking at, and we get another extra income coming from the farm. Also, as we are planning it to grow and to extend our farm. So that is some part for the fun and growing income and get connected with different people and sharing the different idea and many exchanging the idea and how can it grow our from New Roots to another things.
So Calatin, we have a question from Wyoming School in Wyoming, New York. They want to know how much land you have to grow all of the crops that you mentioned, your squash and mustard greens and tomatoes and onions. So how much land?
It's a half acres.
Half acre, fantastic. So we also know, I think we have a video of a hand washing station and equipment that you use. Tell us how you get the vegetables clean and ready to eat.
So the vegetable have it's cutting off.
Yeah, we're fine in that video. Maybe
Okay.
you could talk about the washing station. How do you prepare the vegetables for the market or to eat?
Okay. The first row, when we pick them from the farm, they are dirty. Absolutely, they are dirty. Some have bugs eggs on it. They have some big bugs on it. So we bring the fish to the flowing water. We wash it to the first sink. We wash it with the flowing water. Absolutely, they're gonna have even a mud on it, and then gonna put it to another sink with the flowing water to make the first one was a duty. The first one is gonna be wash, make it sure with the plain water wash it. The third one, it's gonna be in another sink, or a tank or bucket of sanitize the water to kill all bugs or germs what was there, and then we can stack them to be ready to be sold.
So it's a pretty long process. Thank you for sharing. One last question for you, Calatin. Reese wants to know, what is your favorite food to grow?
My favorite food most is this one. I don't find someone to buy it. I can eat it. Most the favorite food is eggplant and the corns.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Calatin. It was really great to meet you, and thank you for sharing your story. We are going to meet another farmer, so if you want to pass the camera over to Simeon.
Sure.
Simeon Bakunda. There's a picture of Simeon and his tomatoes that he grew.
Hi,
Hello, good morning, Simeon. How are you today?
I am doing well. How about you?
I am doing really well too. So like Calatin, can you tell us where you are originally from?
So I came to here 10 years ago from Zambia in Africa.
And how did you get started at the New Roots Farm?
Okay, that's a nice story. Since I came here, I tried to join any community gardening I was able to find. But luckily, in the year 2017, Verna Cragnes was recruiting some people interested in farming on their own. And I was lucky to be part of her class. Then we took a class, Farm Beginnings, which ended early in the year 2018. From there, since myself and some other students expressed the need of accessing to the land, she created a way to find a place where we can create a cooperative for new farmers. That's how the New Roots Farm Incubator or Co-op started.
So Verna, who we met earlier, she got everyone organized and found some land, and you guys took classes, and now the farmers are working together at New Roots. I think that's a great story. Simeon, can you tell us what you grow on your part of New Roots?
On my piece of land, I grow some tomatoes, carrots, green beans, green peas, corn, squash, and cucumbers, and eggplant. We call them African eggplant or tropical eggplant, which are my favorite.
I think we have a picture of that eggplant, if we're able to show that in a minute. Why is the eggplant your favorite? There it is.
They are my favorite because they are very hard to find around here. Usually the store that carries them, we don't even know where they get them from. Maybe from Central America, maybe from Africa, but they are not found everywhere. And that's the reason why I was interested to try to see if I can grow them myself. And I was successful, yes.
Great. So we saw a picture of you holding some really nice looking tomatoes. So one of the students watching wants to know, how do you grow such nice tomatoes? What do you need?
What I need, it's just a soil you take care of, you prune your tomatoes, you stake them, you really care enough for them. And also, I kind of grow 3 or 4 different varieties of tomatoes, and they seem to be all nice for me.
Great. How long, this is another question, how long does it take to grow those tomatoes from when you plant them until they're ready to eat?
The tomatoes, some varieties are very early, but normally after 2 months, you can start picking the first tomatoes.
2 months. And then we know, or I know, you can tell our viewers about the market, the farmer's market, that you are the market manager. I know you bring tomatoes to the market. So tell us about the market.
The market, I was lucky to be chosen by my colleague farmer to be their sales representative. So that means this year we were open to the local farmers market, which is named Fargo-Moorhead Red River Farmers Market. Since the space we are given to sell our produce is small, it's a booth that is 10 feet by 10 feet. And since they can't allow all the farmers to come to be there, the cooperative chooses one person to be there for them. And my role will be, most importantly, to receive the produce I get from all the farmers and put them on sale. That's all I do.
So we have some video that was from a much nicer day. It's snowing up there in Fargo and Moorhead today, so that's why we don't get to have the outside pictures or video today, but this looks like it was a lot of fun at the market. What was your best seller? What did you sell the most of?
Okay, at the market, the best-selling stuff were the green peas, the carrot, and the eggplant, the African eggplant.
So we
they
have
were
a question,
the best, yes.
Simeon, we have a question about the African eggplant. Do you prepare that like you would any normal eggplant, like how you cook it, or do you do something different?
Correct. We prepare them the same way you would prepare the purple eggplant. But the amazing thing for the African eggplant is that you can eat them raw. We just pick them from the garden and we chew them, and we enjoy that. So you can slice them and put them on your salad. That's the difference between them and the purple. I don't know if anybody can eat the purple eggplant in their salad. But we can do that for the African eggplant.
Okay, great. So Lily, we have a question from Lily. She wants to know if you guys grow and sell pumpkins.
Yes, we do. We grow pumpkins, we grow different kind of squash, and we sell them. But this year we didn't have much.
Here's going to be your last question, Simeon. Thank you for joining us and telling us your story. But Rowan wants to know, why did you want to become a farmer with the New Roots Farm?
Wow, that's a good question. I wanted to be a farmer with a New Roots Farm Incubator. For me to develop skills that will help me the day I'll be farming on my own land. And that is the main objective of the every participation of each farmer being at the New Roots Farm Incubator. It's to develop their own skills and be able to perform well when they get on their own land. I don't know whether did I respond correctly to her question?
I think that's a great goal, Simeon, to be able to farm on your own. That sounds fantastic. If you wouldn't mind, thank you again. We would like to meet the last farmer, Devi. And if you could pass the camera to Devi. And Devi speaks Nepali. So his son, whose name is Prim, is going to be with us and help us be interpreter and translator for Debbie. So there you can see a picture of Debbie and out in his field, which looks awesome. Sadly, you know, it's a little bit snowy and cold today, so we are in the library. And if you guys, Debbie and Prim, if you're kind of sideways, can you turn the camera so we can see you the other way? You might have to slide a little closer together. There we go. So Prim, will you wave your hand so we know who you are? So Prim is Debbie's son. So Debbie, you wave.
Yes.
There's Debbie. Okay, so
Yes.
Prim is going to be speaking for Debbie so that we can understand what he has to say. But let's start with the same question that I asked Calatin and Simeon. Debbie, can you tell us where you're originally from?
कहाँबाट हो खास गरेर तपाईँ कहाँबाट आउनुभएको?
I am Bhutanबाट.
Originally, I'm from Bhutan.
And why did you come to the Fargo Moorhead area?
कसरी फाल्गो मोरेड एरियामा आइपुग्नुभयो भन्ने
हामीलाई यो लोथुङ सोसल सर्भिसले अब यहाँ नै जुल गरेर ल्यायो, हामी यहाँ आयौँ.
So I'm originally from Bhutan. We had a political issue there, and we moved to Nepal, and we are refugee in Nepal from Bhutan. So after staying there for 18 plus years, the Lutheran Social Service at the United States of America, they coordinately resettled us here in America. So while coming, we just ended up in a Fargo Moorhead area.
So Debbie, did you farm in Bhutan and Nepal before you came to America?
तपाईले भुटान अथवा नेपालमा अमेरिका आउनुभन्दा अगाडि पनि फार्म गर्नुहुन्थ्यो भन्नु सोध्दै?
भुटानमा पनि हामी फार्मिङ गर्ने नै हो. भुटान एग्रिकल्चर डिपार्टमेन्टबाट केही कुराहरू जानेर सिकेर फार्म गर्थ्यौँ हामीहरू भुटानमा पनि. नेपालमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो प्रशस्ति पाइएन, अनि त्यसै खुम्चिएर बस्यो. अमेरिका आएर चाहिँ यहाँ अब सुरु गरेको छ. यहाँ फार्गो कम्युनिटी गार्डन, भुटिन्स कम्युनिटी गार्डन, त्यहाँ गरियो 6 वर्ष. पोहोरदेखि यता बोर्नाकोमा गरेको पनि अब 2 वर्ष हुन्छ.
Well, yeah, I do used to do farming there in Bhutan as well as in Nepal. In Bhutan, I did 2 years farmer training there regarding how to plant, how to take care of the plant when it is sick, or how to do pesticides and stuff. So I get training from there. And in Nepal, we don't have enough land since we were refugee. But even though I did what possible was there, so once we came here, I work with the other gardening organization too, and as well as with Verna. It's been 3-4 years working with her, and it's going good.
So tell us what you grow on your land, Debbie.
तपाईको बारीमा चाहिँ के फलाउनुहुन्छ अरे तपाईले?
मकै, बोडी, टमाटर, खोर्सानी, बैगुन, काँक्रा, फर्सी हो यही छ.
At my farm is beans, cucumber, pumpkins, cucumbers, and mustard, potatoes, tomatoes, and peppers.
My garden is favorite is flower.
And in my garden, a favorite is a flower.
So that was a question from a viewer named McKinley. She wants to know what flowers you grow and why.
त्यो एउटा क्वेशन छ अरे. यो जुन तपाईले फुल रोप्नु भयो हो त्यसको विषयमा चाहिँ किन त्यो फुल रोपेको अरे? त्यो चाहिँ के फुल हो अरे?
त्यो सयपत्री फुल भनेको एक खाले राम्रो, त्यसले अब राम्रो अक्सिजन पनि दिन्छ. हामीहरू त्यो फुल लाउँछौँ पहिले भुटानदेखि नै. नेपालमा, भुटानमा, अमेरिकामा पनि त्यो लगाएको छ. त्यो राम्रो लागेको छ हामीलाई. त्यसको गन्धले त्यही केही नराम्रो केमिकल, नराम्रो त्यो केही हटाउँछ, किराफारा पनि.
Well, it's the flower is marigold, and the reason why I put it there is flower is a good thing to put there. It looks very nice. And the main reason is it has a different smell, and that smell keeps the bugs and little mm, bugs or germs away from the vegetable.
So it looks good and it also keeps bugs away. That sounds like a winning situation. So my next question for Debbie is, where do they sell the food that is grown?
तपाईँले उत्पादन गरेको उत्पादक चाहिँ कहाँ लगेर बेच्नुहुन्छ भन्दै चाहिँ?
हामीहरू नेपाली मार्केट छ 2-3 वटा, त्यहीँ लगेर बेच्छौँ। अहिलेसम्म उत्पादन भएको कुरो रहेको छैन, सबै आफूले खाएर उब्रेको सेल हुन्छ।
Well, we have a ethnic grocery store in town. We sell there, and sometimes people call us when we are ready to harvest, and they keep track of that. Or when you are going to make ready next week, okay, call me next week, and it goes that way too. So we consume at home as well. So whatever is not being consumed, we sell it. So far, I'm not throwing away. I'm selling or consuming it at home.
What is Debbie's favorite part about being a farmer?
तपाईँको त्यो कृषि हुनको खासै किन चाहिँ कृषि हुनुभएको तपाईँ? के चाहिँ फेभरेट छ त्यसमा?
होइन, हामीलाई अनिवार्य कृषि बेगर हुँदैन। त्यो खाएर बाँच्ने कुरो जस्तै मकै, सागपात इत्यादि कुरोहरू हामीलाई प्रत्येक दिन चाहिने कुरो। त्यसले गर्दा हामी त्यसैले गर्दा त्यो कृषिमा इन्भल्भ भएको।
Well, that's what I used to do back home, and that's what I know about. And by doing that, we have a lot of things, like I can keep myself busy there. I can help the community there. I can be active and do exercise. I don't have to go to gym. If I go to the garden, I move around, I dig, I lift stuff. So I don't to be active. And after all, we use the product what we grow there. Like we eat, we sell, and after selling, we have extra pocket expenses too. So those are the things that I like to be there. It's a multitask. It says multi-beneficiary.
That's awesome. So here's a question from the students in Wyoming, New York. They want to know why did Debbie want to be a farmer and how long he's been farming?
तपाईँ किन चाहिँ कृषि हुन चाहनु भएको अरे, कृषक हुन चाहनु भएको अरे, र कहिलेदेखि चाहिँ तपाईँले कृषक काम गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ अरे?
मैले त भयो होला भुटानदेखि गर्ने हो भने त झन्डै 40 वर्ष जति भयो होला फार्मरमा काम गरेको। त्यसमा रुचि लाग्यो। अब जस्तै अब सुन्तला, अलैँची, अनि मकै, धान, कोदो, फापर, बगान यस्तो यो सबै लगाएर उहिलेदेखि संलग्न थियौँ। त्यतै रस बिज्यो। अब त्यो अनिवार्य रहेछ मान्छेको लागि पनि खानु पर्यो, अनि त्यसले गर्दा त्यसैमा रुचि लागेर त्यही गरेको।
If I count the years, it's been around 45 years that I am in farming. So once I get training from the government of Bhutan, I have deep interest in it, and the farming, we need a food to eat. So whatever we grow, we eat. So I unknowingly, I have a very, very deep interest to be a farming, and so I've been there.
So here's my last question for Debbie. What are your plans for next year?
अर्को सालको के छ अरे तपाईहरुको योजना?
अर्को सालको पनि हामी प्रक्रिया अब यो तयारीमा छौं। सबै बिउबिजन हामीले चाहिने जम्मा गरेको छौं, अथवा त्यो निकाल्ने ठाउँ पनि हामीले सबै हेरिसकेको छौं। अर्को सालको लागि पनि हामी तयारी छौं गर्नु।
Well, for next year, yeah, we still have a plan. Like I'm saving seeds for next year. Yeah, as usual, I'm on it. I'm planning to do next year too.
Well, thank you, Debbie, and Prim, for joining us today and sharing your story. We saw the videos of your garden, so we hope it looks just as good next summer. And viewers, thank you for bearing with us. The weather got in our way today with a snowy, cold day up in Moorhead and Fargo, so we weren't able to be out in the garden, but I hope you enjoyed will be saved on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and view portions of it again, you can go to our Minnesota Agriculture in the Classroom YouTube site. So this was our 4th out of 5 virtual field trips for October. Our final virtual field trip will be next Thursday, October 29th. We are going to the Algren Dairy Farm in central Minnesota, and this is a pretty amazing dairy farm. They use robots to milk their cows, to feed them, to clean up after them, and it's a really fun farm family that you will enjoy meeting that provides milk and dairy products to schools. So thank you once again to Calatin, to Simeon, to Debbie and Prim, and also to Verna at the New Roots Farm, and also to the Northern Plains Sustainable Agriculture Society for making our field trip today possible. And thank you to all the viewers for joining us. So please enjoy your day. Thank you to Midwest Dairy for helping make these virtual field trips possible. And we hope to see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay. We're done.